What's your best I'm too junior for this responsibility story? I was a private first class with exactly 8 months in the army when my entire chain of command disappeared during a training exercise in Germany. Not literally disappeared, they all got food poisoning from some sketchy German street vendor. Our company was supposed to participate in a major NATO exercise. 300 soldiers from 6 different countries, live fire drills, the whole show. Problem was, by 0600 that morning, every NCO and officer above me was projectile vomiting in the latrine. First Sergeant Miller tried to brief me between trips to the bathroom. Listen up, Jake, you're in charge of 3rd platoon today. Sergeant, I don't know how to run a platoon. I'm barely qualified to run myself. Figure it out. Radio's on channel 7, don't get anyone killed. Then he sprinted back to the bathroom. So there I was, 19 years old, suddenly responsible for 32 soldiers in a joint military exercise with German Bundeswehr, British Royal Marines, and French Foreign Legion units. The German colonel running the exercise didn't speak much English. My German consisted of ordering beer and asking where the bathroom was. This was going to be interesting. First challenge came at the staging area. German logistics officer started yelling at me in rapid German, pointing at our vehicles and shaking his head. One of my soldiers, Kevin, had taken German in high school. He says our vehicles aren't positioned correctly for the tactical scenario. We're blocking the artillery corridor. Great! International incident on day 1. I grabbed my phrasebook and attempted German. Entschuldigung, wo soll ich meine Fahrzeuge parken? The colonel's expression changed completely. Started laughing, clapped me on the shoulder, and personally walked me through the proper positioning. Apparently, just trying to speak German earned major respect points. The exercise was supposed to simulate urban warfare. Our platoon had to clear a mock village while coordinating with allied units. Problem was, our radio frequencies didn't match theirs. Spent 2 hours with a British sergeant major trying to figure out why we couldn't communicate. Finally discovered someone had programmed our radios wrong. Classic army efficiency. Right then, young lad, the Brit said, we'll have to use runners and hand signals like the old days. Hand signals. Between American, German, British, and French soldiers who barely spoke each other's languages. This was going to be a disaster. But something amazing happened. The language barrier forced us to focus on basic military fundamentals. Point, move, communicate. Universal soldier stuff that transcends nationality. My guys started improvising. Kevin taught German soldiers American tactical signs. British Royal Marines showed us their urban warfare techniques. French Foreign Legion guys demonstrated room clearing methods we'd never seen. By hour 6, we were functioning like a unit that had trained together for months. Different uniforms, different languages, but same mission. The final scenario was a hostage rescue. Our platoon had to coordinate with German special forces to assault a building. I'm trying to brief a German captain who outranks me by 3 pay grades. He listened patiently to my broken German-English mixture, nodded seriously, then said in perfect English, "Your plan is tactically sound, Private. We will execute as briefed." Turns out he'd been testing whether I'd stick to my decisions under pressure from senior foreign officers. I passed. The assault went flawlessly. German precision, British aggression, French creativity, and American adaptability. Textbook international cooperation. After action review was surreal. Colonels and majors from 4 different armies discussing tactics with a PFC who still needed permission to leave base on weekends. German colonel pulled me aside afterward. "Young soldier, you commanded with wisdom beyond your rank. Your superiors should be proud." When my chain of command finally recovered from their food poisoning adventure, they found 32 commendation letters from NATO officers praising 3rd platoon's performance. First Sergeant Miller read them with increasing amazement. "Jake, what the hell did you do out there?" "Just tried not to start World War III, Sergeant." Got promoted to specialist 6 months early. But more importantly, learned that leadership isn't about rank or experience. It's about taking responsibility when nobody else can. That exercise taught me more about being a soldier than any classroom or training manual ever could. Those NATO officers didn't care that I was junior. They cared that I showed up, took charge, and got the mission done. The German captain I briefed, he's now a general, still sends Christmas cards, always signed the same way. To the American PFC who taught me that courage has no rank.